Civ 7. Let's just type in Civ 7. Developer update. What the hell is this? Is he like? Is this like the beta version of what's his name? What the hell is his name? Of Liu Kang? Yeah. Oh, give me a break, okay? Like, that's like one of the worst titles, okay?
Ni hao, Civ fans. Edward
Let's move on, Edward. Yeah, Edward.
Zhang here. I oversee the economics and combat system of the game. Some say I only appear when the patch notes are too long to read in one sitting. So I'm standing here to watch.
Why are they doing the disservice to this guy? He's already a whack job, you know, doing this. He might have got paid for that. Be like, oh yeah, do that. That's culture. Yeah, that'll hit them in the sweet spot. And now you're making him look like a whack job even more. Like, look at this. Like, he's looking over the. Hey, pan 2 camera, 2.
Walk you through update 122, one of Civilization 7's biggest update yet. Let's dive into what's new.
And his eyes. How far apart are these words?
Many of you said the game feels like it's on rails, that it doesn't feel sandbox enough. It's almost like having to do homework and midterms before turning in the finals. In this update, we're handing you the keys to the classroom, adding plenty of control to set your own curriculum. You can now tick Legacy Pass on or off. Yes.
Let me just put this to just chatting. Or Sid Meier. Hold on.
You can turn off any combinations of them or all of them at once. So, if you want a game without legacy mechanics at all to enjoy a full sandbox style game, or just want to focus on the legacy path you prefer, you've got the option. As an added bonus, score victory can also be turned off for even greater customization. We also added a new crisis picker. This lets you choose which crises show up in your game. If there's a particular crisis that doesn't fit your desired game, you can simply uncheck it. There's a new custom AI difficulty setting as well, beyond the 6 standard difficulty settings.
So far, nothing. Right? This is like standard stuff.
We can now tweak individual AI bonuses. You're now able to alter things like their combat bonuses, production bonuses, or science bonuses one by one. Another big one. We added an option to bypass Civ unlocks during age transitions. This means you'll be able to pick any Civ at transition points, no matter what you have unlocked. This is something many players have asked for, especially those who want more freedom to experiment or to roleplay. Finally, we've added a slider for independent power hostility. This controls how often independent powers show up. You can dial it down to make every IP friendly or crank it up if you want to repair waves of raging hostile forces. We made a number of updates to town specializations in this patch, including a brand new town focus.
Holy crap. 5 viewers to this game, dude. Dude, I don't know.
Full redesign of the urban center, and a handful of targeted balance changes. Let's start with what's new. Resort Town is a brand new town focus aimed at players who like settling in naturally beautiful areas. It gives happiness and gold on tiles with high natural appeal. On top of that, towns with this focus get a plus 50% yield on natural wonder tiles. Fellow Isabella enjoyers, rejoice! We also fully redesigned the urban center to better reflect its name and purpose. It now reduces building maintenance in that town. You'll also be able to purchase tier 1 buildings like library, baths.
This is one thing that they did that really messed it up. When they put the quarters in there, just the word in general in here, this makes, if you are a humankind player, this just reminds you of humankind because there's like maker quarters, farmers quarters, etc., right? And when they implemented the stuff like the transitions for like the ages and stuff, and like, you know, they're saying, hey, you can, if you were Rome, now you can be Egyptian or, you know, whatever. Just, you can, it's ridiculous. It just reminds you more and more of humankind.
And monuments directly. Remember when AI4 will settle you? Now it's your turn to return the favor. We made a small but meaningful update to Fort Town. You can now purchase many additional walls instead of just one. So go forward, settle your neighbors, build a lot of walls, and watch them struggle to get past your beefed up Fort Town. We also made several new balance changes for a few existing focuses. Religious Site now gives +1 happiness on every building in the town, and still provides +1 relic slot in the temples. Previously, it was just a flat +2 happiness. So now, if you need extra happiness, this focus is your best bet. Factory Town is also getting a small boost.
Because every time that you're playing a game and you're reminded of another game, that's like, it's bad if you're not as good as the other game, right? So because you automatically compare it to like the other game, and it's not a good look, right? Like this game just came out, what? I don't know. What's up, Ninja? How you doing, homie? Yeah, this game just came out like 9 months ago, something like that. It's a brand new game, and the UI is garbage, and it's just funny to see them slowly implementing stuff that they already had into the game. Glad to be able to catch you play Civ. I'm not playing Civ, homie. No, this game's hot garbage, and we're seeing what the developer update for June 2025 is, and we're seeing the little bits and pieces, you know, like the little snack, because people are hungry for a really good game, especially the ones that paid $70 to $100, which is everybody, and then they're just getting little bits and pieces. So we're seeing what they're doing.
On top of existing bonuses, it now provides +5 trade range. This should help you with trading and connecting cities, fulfilling its...
Like this stuff right here, previously this... Okay, so in order... I'm not a master at code or at all, right? I don't know too much, but I know that they're just changing text in certain code, and they're putting new text in the code saying, hey, it used to do this, now it does that. And they're making a video and they're highlighting it, saying like, hey, the game's improved. You're just doing regular balance changes, bro. Don't make it a, you know, redemption thing.
The mining town is often seen as an inferior choice to farming towns, so we buffed it.
It is nice that they do show the changes and stuff, but I want to see a game that's like good, you know. Because like I'm not alone, and like 35%. This was actually at 38 in the last 30 days. Holy cow. Excellent. As they show off to investors. Yeah. So I'm gonna actually, I'll watch it.
Production bonus on improvements like camps, clay pits, mines, and quarries have been increased across the board. And finally, a little nerf to mix up all these buffs. We've rebalanced Hubtown. It now provides +1 influence for every connected town, down from +2. You can thank us, Ryan, for that. You'll find a few other changes to towns included in the full update notes. So
See, and I know I'm nitpicking a lot right here, which I'm going to, right? But when they do like little funny, none of this is funny, dude. It's funny when you have at least maybe 60% positive reviews. But right now you're at 35%. Okay, let's yeah, that's cute that there's a little cartoon
we'll
and
give
it's
them a
funny.
closer look
And I go, huh, when I'm actually thinking about the money that I spent and regret spending. But thanks for the little cartoon.
when they go live. Next up, we added 24 new city-state bonuses, 2 new pantheons, and a big batch of 14 new religious beliefs in this update. Starting with city-states, one of our goals was to add more variety across different game stages. For example, if you've been playing on larger maps or higher player count, you might have seen the same bonus over and over again. This update expands the pool quite a bit, with new options that reflect where you are in the game, like these. On the religion side, we added new pantheons and beliefs, offering more incentives to convert your own cities and spread your faith. We've added 2 new pantheons in antiquity, including God of Revelry, which gives happiness on resources in settlements with an altar, and Trickster God, which gives influence towards endeavors and sanctions. And there's a whole range of new reliquary and enhancer beliefs too, which reward things like converting cities with natural wonders, building wonders, or spreading a religion into settlements with lots of rivers, specialists, or trade. Some give you extra relics, some boost influence, some help with movement or unit bonuses. There are additional opportunities now to tailor your religion to your map and your neighbors, especially if you're playing an extended game. Religion still has room to grow when it comes to engaging gameplay. This update adds some variety.
Not gonna lie, 2 devs must be smoking something special after not improving their game with a 35% approval rate. Yeah, and like when I see stuff like this, when they're like, oh yeah, we added some stuff over here. Like, you know, you kept seeing the same things or whatever. Like, dude, the game is old. It's old as dirt. Like, people know, people want a lot of options. They want a lot of variety and stuff. And from 6 to 7, I mean, dude, if they just copy pasted Civ 6 and added like a 2 DLC patch, we'll say, to it, that would have sold way more than this crap, right? Or maybe they did sell enough, right? Maybe they did con a lot of people, right?
But we have our sights set on the biggest changes in the future, so stay tuned.
Yeah, so they were both poorly received on releases, so that's why we follow suit and do the same damn thing again. You know, people were pissed, right? But they're all hiding. Dude, when the game came out on release, these guys get no mercy, right? I don't even care. Sid Meier might be a dope guy. He might be cool in person and stuff, but I don't know who has the stocks. I don't know who has the most control in the you know, the board saying, hey, this is what happens, this is what we're going to do. Yeah, we're not going to release the full game on release, right? You can't play the full game. You can't do one more extra turn. You can't go next turn until you buy the damn DLC, which has Victoria in it, which is the queen of exploration back in the day. Like, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, humankind garbage. Okay.
Large and huge maps are here. With
Wow, large and huge maps are how sorry, forgive me. How is this not in the game already? Huh? Large and huge maps are here. Wow. Save me.
each update, we've been laying the groundwork for larger map sizes.
Oh, you've been laying the groundwork.
Resource generation got a big overhaul in 1.2.0.
And bless this guy. He's probably, you know, ecstatic. He got onto the team. He's this is not him. I'm not attacking this guy. He might be funny a little bit, but the company's garbage.
In 1.2.1, distant land starts gave players more breathing room, reducing crowding in multiplayer games. And now, with 1.2.2, we're ready for it all to come together. We are introducing large and huge maps.
Bigger maps have bigger hardware demands. No way. Holy crap. You know, I'm trying to stop swearing, but games like this, like things like really? More demand, huh? I didn't think of that. On some systems, you might notice slower turn times or performance drops. Why is this even in here? Like, isn't that like a duh? Large and huge map types are not supported on PC, Mac, Linux, PS5, Xbox Series, and Switch 2. Not wait, huh? Large and huge map types are not supported, or supported, excuse me. Sorry. It's not available on Nintendo Switch. Excuse me. Are supported, okay. I was just seeing no, not, all this. Sorry. It is supported. Wow. Finally. Cool.
With increased civ count in single player. Both large and huge maps default to 10 players. Let's talk about treasure fleets, or as they are now called, treasure convoys. The big change? These boats grew legs. Treasure convoys can now travel over land as well as water, making it much easier to bring resources back from distant lands. As long as you have improved the treasure resource in a distant land settlement, you can start generating convoys.
That's interesting. I kind of like that. But I don't know if that's unlocked behind some type of tech or you have to pay extra. I think it would be cool if this is a mechanic and then you would actually pay for an upgraded trade convoy, saying if you're going to go through land and water, it needs an extra crew in order to assemble a ship, to deassemble the ship, you need to upgrade hardware or whatever in order to actually make that type of action happen. That would be interesting. I don't know about that. I have never even used this.
No more fishing key, shipbuilding tech, or coastal access required.
Wait. Shipbuilding tech should be a thing here. All right, this shouldn't be a freebie.
This means if you claim a distant land treasure resources on turn 5, you can start generating treasure convoys on turn 5. This should provide much better pacing, make inland if you claim building tech or coastal access required. This means if you claim a distant land treasure resources on turn 5, you can start generating treasure convoys on turn 5. This should provide...
No. Celestial navigation and shipbuilding is required for these things. That's garbage.
A much better pacing, make inland treasure resources feel much more valuable, and good news, convoys won't get stranded in tiny lakes or landlocked ponds anymore. We are keeping an eye on this pass and all the legacy paths for more ways to open up fresh strategies without losing what makes them feel special. More changes on that front will be coming in the future. We made a bunch of smaller UI improvements over the past few updates.
Have you?
But starting with 1.2.2, you'll start to see more visible changes as well. More details on that when the update releases tomorrow.
Oh, so we don't get to see it. So they're 17 hours ago. Okay. All right. You have 7 more hours.
First up, over.
Poor guy getting on the chopping block. Yeah. This guy, he probably is, cool and everything, but the camera angle on him too is making him look like a whack job. Why are they doing that disservice to him? Yeah.
Hall of the loading screen. Here's what's changed. A brand new layout and visual style, updated leader and Civ intro text, paginated info about your Civ, leaders.
Okay, you're doing this. This does what for me? Okay, it should be in the game already. Thank you for doing your job.
Unique units, traditions, and more. And a much...
Thank you for telling me what my civilization does. Thanks.
Better way to surface gameplay guidance without cramming it all onto one.
How is this not the norm? I know I'm attacking this a lot, but how is this not the norm now after 20 years? 30 years. How long has Civ been here? Long time.
One screen. And yes, more Gwendolyn Christie voiceover. You'll hear the full narration for civs in this patch and leader text in later patches. We'll give you a quick sneak peek.
From the river-fed fields of grain to the polished limestone obelisks,
Is that where all your money went?
rises Egypt. Nurtured by the black soil that graces its riverbanks, Egypt provides for its people. And in its limestone obelisks and tombs, it challenges the most implacable of foes.
Like, no one cares about this. Yes, we miss Sean Bean. Yeah, he was dope and everything. But what made the game magical is the gameplay. And then the added effects, like, all people, so like when you have really amazing gameplay and when you are like, I have become the destroyer of worlds, happen after you obliterate somebody's empire with a nuke to the nuke that you got first, and you have victory in sight, if not victory just off that nuke, and then you hear destroyer of worlds or like what, I don't even know, like before or after. That's insane, right? But now we have a game that has poor UI. It's just, the gameplay is just awful. It's not even finished. And then you have this chick try to be all magical about it when it's a magic piece of garbage. And it smells. It's bad. And then you're telling me she talks even more about the piece of crap that I got for $70? And I still have to pay more?
Time itself. Take up now the sharpened khopesh or the bronze chisel and make your mark. Immortality awaits.
Quick note, all languages will get these new loading screens, but VO in other languages is still in the works.
I have no idea.
We didn't want to hold this up, so thanks for bearing with us while we finish the recording. My personal biggest wishlist item.
What are the cutscenes too? Like, are we on a C-type budget here?
While we finish the recording. My personal biggest wishlist item. Steam Workshop support is coming to Civ 7.
How is this not even? The people that actually should be on the Civilization team are the modders for like BBS, BBG, etc. MPH, multiplayer helper. Those are the people that should be on the front lines actually doing stuff. And them holding out, them not, sucking up their pride, because pride comes before the fall. They fell down the cliff, by the way. Modders will fix the game for them? Yeah, because they can't do it themselves. Again, they get saved. But then again, it's just like people are sick and tired. As you can see, like, it is awful.
You can browse, download, share mods directly through the workshop. Just subscribe.
Like it's a Civ 8 angle.
And they will appear in-game next time you launch. To help people get started, we introduced documentation and some simple example mods made by a few of us on the dev team. You'll be able to check these out once the update goes live. This is the first step towards supporting modding in Civ 7, and we know a lot of you, especially our modding community, are eager for more. We're continuing to look at ways to expand our support over time. For now, we're excited to get Workshop up and running, and even more excited to see what the community does with it. I know this video has been long enough already, but there are some other highlights in this update I want to call out. I will rapid fire through these before I leave you. Pet the dog. Your scout's dog is about to put in some extra work exploring new, large, and huge map types. We added a new pet dog action so you can show your best buddies
Emotional damage.
some love. Specialist Balanced Pass. The full curve changes made specialists a little bit too strong, so we tuned down a few specialist-related policies and attribute points. Don't worry, as they are still plenty strong. Last but not least, Isabella got a new, updated ability. She's a fan favorite, but her flat plus 100% yield from natural wonders was a bit too much in the early game. Now she gets plus 50% yield per improved natural wonder in her empire. And yes, it stacks. If you have one natural wonder, you get an extra 50%.
Like, It's okay. Like I'm thinking of Spain and Civ 5. Okay.
But you have 4 natural wonders, you get plus 200% yields to every single one of them. It's an early game nerf, but scales much better into the late game. We can't wait to see how many wonders you're gonna get. Whew, and that was a lot to go through, but still
Was it? We're 11 minutes in, bro. Like, people are starving for a good game. And you just told me that we just did some light touches.
Plenty more waiting for you in the full update notes, which will go live tomorrow. We're always listening, adjusting, and working hard toward a Civ 7 that you can believe in. So thank you, Civ fans. Whether you're dropping feedback in our Discord, posting on Reddit, sending support tickets, or even just leaving comments on the videos like this one. I personally read them, so please be kind. There's a lot more in the pipeline.
What is this?
Sending support tickets, or even just leaving comments on the videos like this one. I personally read them, so please be kind. There's a lot more in the pipeline, but for now, I hope you enjoy the update. This is Zangzilla signing off, and as always, stay civilized.
So pleased to hear more Gwen, was it Christy? It felt so weird to have her read just a few sentences. People are delusional, man. Like, yeah, it's so nice to... You're getting screwed over, and all you can... You know, that's what you're typing right now? Okay. Because that was the problem, her not talking enough. This is a gigantic update. Seems like the whole dev team is working on updates, and not just a small group. Delusional again. You know, people, they have these DLCs already finished. Alright? The meal is already cooked. You paid for the meal, and they're giving you a little bit of mashed potatoes here, a little bit of green beans here, probably asparagus, right? They don't give you the full meal here. They'll be like, oh, you like that? We'll wait until you're hungry for more. You're starving. And, like, look at, I'm happy with the changes to, you know, and that's great. But it's like almost like they destroy stuff on purpose and then they rebuild it, but they just revert the changes back and they get applauded for it. The game is getting better, but half-baked game, bacon in progress. Yeah. Yeah, this game's, it's so bad. Is that all of it, Brother Bear? Yeah, if the new thing, but the old things are getting really old. I mean, that's the reason why. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, sorry for, like, you know, going at it, but I'm just going to say it. You know, it's just you know, they don't get any mercy, right? Especially after like 10 years, 20 years. Yeah. It's not like they don't know what they're doing, you know? It's like the game just wasn't finished when it came out. And they're just saying never done before, never seen before stuff, and it's like, dude, I played Humankind. Are you just trying to say you did it first? Rip to the dev, he was a born door. I mean, this guy seems alright. They just did a disservice with, like, the, the camera angles, and I don't know. I don't know how far the words are spaced out, dude, but it's ridiculous. Okay. Cool. How about this? Before the end of the year, let's see if this goes up to 50% before the end of the year.